Hey you, Anastasia Hale here. It's Tarot Card Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna do it all live. I pre-did a card last time and I'm gonna show you how it works. So I'm going to just shuffle them and then we're gonna ask the universe. So we ground ourselves and we say, like, what is the message that we need to share today? Let's see here. So I just shuffle them. Sometimes it takes a little while. And so you can maybe be more specific. Like today's message, to put on my internet channels. Let's see. Oh, that was almost there. Okay, which one do we think? Oh, two of them popped out. Okay, so two of them popped out like this. So I flip them over just how they are. And then I read them in, oh, there's three. It's a tricky one. Okay, so first we have the Desert Prince with Survival and False Promises. Ooh. And then we have the Lady of the Mirror. And then we have the Dragon's Duel. Inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Ooh, okay. And the Lady of the Mirror suggests reflection and non-judgment. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Okay, so we'll read them in order. And they were all facing us. So let's grab our Book of Wisdom. Again, we're using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. It's my favorite one. So this one is number 19. So then you look in your book and it'll tell you what it is. I'll read it for you, then I'll explain it to you. Okay, it's an ally card because it was upright. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough, and succulent even, though it gets little or no water. In spite of the external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a little hard, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what's in your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. So, to explain it in seeker terms here, like it says on the card, survival and false promises. So what happens when it's our ally is that it talks about like a flower in the desert. Flower in the desert can survive, and not only can it survive, it can thrive, it can expand. So even if you feel like you are in a desert, you feel like you are being tested, you feel like you're being secluded, understand that you are meant to thrive. And it just shows you, instead of whining or saying, oh, I'm a victim, you can say, oh my gosh, I am thriving. Like, it is hard and tough, and like it says, dry spells are also a true test of faith and courage. So courage is so amazing. Having courage means that you have faced some shit, right? So you have to know that this card represents that you may feel like you're being tested, you may feel like you're being left out or stranded, but it is just proving to yourself that you are strong enough to make it. Okay. All right. And then our next card is the Lady of the Mirror, which is 44, reflection and non-judgment. Okay. Number 44. So we cruise this way. She's one of my favorite cards. Oh, one of the last cards as an ally. Oh, it's the same as ally or challenger. So the Lady of the Mirror is both an ally and a challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events of your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. How many of you can resonate with that? This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war. This is distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Kind of reflects the last card. Rather, you find yourself in the web woven through your life. Within the web woven through your life. Your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Observe how you respond to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept the things that are exactly as they are. With love. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be in your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your path in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You'll find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. So what that means is, think about a story or a show. You're like mid-plot, right? Like you got to figure out what your challenges are. You have to overcome and understand that you are what you attract. So like I say, the universe goes off of frequency. And so the universe will take in your frequency. And if you just keep talking about negative and just can't believe my life has turned out this way, well, look in the mirror. Is the universe going to be like, oh yeah, great, that's so fun, like a kid in the store throwing a tantrum? It's just so bad. Okay, get out of the victim mode, as it said, and make sure you understand that you can control this. You can say, this is bad stuff happening around me and I am going to be okay. I am going to thrive in this, right? It says your relationships, opportunities, desires, and seeming failures and successes are all part of your life. That's all part of your story, your journey. So use your down points as a time to sit down, reevaluate, grow, realign your focus, and use successes as times where you can go, oh my gosh, yes, I was having such a rough time and now I am winning at life. So that's card 2. Okay, the Dragon's Duel, Inner Conflict, Morality, and Conscious Choice. Ooh, this one's an awesome one. It is number 23. So now we go back this way. All right, so it's also an ally challenger. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both an ally and a challenger at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong. Oh, this makes so much sense. Black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change directions. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. Ooh, diva check. That's what that is. There is always a choice in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves its highest in your intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. So what that means is you're at a crossroads. They all just kind of reflect in each other. See how that works out? I love when that just coincides together. I'm like, 3 cards fell out? Are you crazy? No, they all work together. So you have 2 different options in your life, and whatever you choose to feed, kind of like the last one, if you choose to feed the misery, if you choose to feed, oh my gosh, my life is so terrible, then yeah, you're going to have a terrible life. The universe is like, cool, I'll give you that. That's easy peasy. So if you say, raise your frequency, envision your life as it's already happening for you. The universe doesn't know the difference between fake and reality. They just know frequency. So if the only thing you think about is abundance, and I'm not talking about like money, like money, money, money. Don't do that. That's a terrible vibe. What you do is you say, what value can I give the universe in exchange for money? What can I trade to have this money flow into my life? It's not just going to fall into your life. It's not magic. So money is something that's all over this world. It's everywhere you look. Things cost money everywhere. But if you can control what you are giving out and that you are receiving, if you're being grateful at every turn, then funny enough, the world just sort of works better in your favor. The universe goes, oh, she's being a good kid. Let's give her a little something. And so that's my advice to you. So I hope you enjoyed Tarot Card Tuesday, and I hope you have a great day.